Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we got the news we've been waiting for some time now. The long-awaited ACP is now in public beta, right? It's live in public beta. Now people can test it. People are going to start to see why people were very hyped about this ACP launch coming from Virtual Protocol. And in this video, I'm going to give you some targets for ACP that you guys need to pay attention to, these agents, because things is about to get juicy on the virtuals side. These agents is looking pretty cheap, and we can see a decent run. This is the next iteration that we've been waiting for. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 20k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask your most important question: how does that Patreon group work? As you guys know, we've been getting into some bangers of private sales, making some good calls. We're focusing on right now AI agents again. If you guys remember back when AI agents got hyped, we were starting making a killing. Now we're focusing on both protocol platforms, Creator Bid and Virtual Protocol. And Patreon has a nice little discount that you guys can go ahead and use up just to try out the community, get your feet wet, see how things work in there. Also, check out my ebook to the Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. This will help you guys understand how to pick out a crypto gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand market cap, circulated supply, vesting, supply and demand, all of that is very important when it comes down to picking the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. So check that out. Links will be in the description and in the comment section down below. Also, for a little funsy, I created an index on Indexy. This is going to have some AI agents in there, some infrastructure, all focused on the base gems out there. So check it out. So let's get right into it, because right now virtuals is up 0.3% on the day. Nothing too crazy. It's sitting at $1.63, right, which is at $1 billion market cap as of right now. We're hoping that this goes up, because if this goes up, this benefits the entire ecosystem crazy, right? So all-time high was $5. I do think we could get there very soon here. And now with ACP coming live, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of new agents pop up that's going to claim they're working on ACP and things like that. So you guys are going to be very careful, because that's going to be the new buzzword that everyone is going to be wanting to use for their new launch to get it hyped and things like that. So you guys got to be able to navigate the waters. But here, when you guys go on to here, there's going to be a lot of plays that you guys can target when it comes down to ACP, right? There's some good low caps, some decent mid caps as well. You even looking at Brain is a good one. I don't know if Iris is going to be a part of the ACP, but there's a lot of good ones. So we're going to have to just jump right into it, guys. When you guys head over to their new website, you guys can see it. I like the new overhaul. This is the new ACP that you guys can go ahead and focus on right here, right? You got Mamo here. We talked about that on, it was a live stream when we first talked about this. You got Watch, Velvet Capital, Gigabrain here, Loki, Behavior. You got a lot that you guys can look into. And then when you scroll out a little bit more, you'll get to see other different clusters here from these other agents. I think they're going to be a part of ACP as well, but I don't think they're going to be the ones that is going to be the important ones. But right now, this is the main ones that you're going to have to focus on, right? These are the main ones you're going to want to focus on. Game is also going to be a part of this whole ACP thing. They got their own thing that's going to make them very unique here, right? So let's get right into talking about Game. As you guys know, I've been probably one of the biggest proponent of Game. I've told you guys about Game for a long time. We hit crazy numbers on Game, Convo, and some other ones, right? So remember, I also told you guys I will be covering a lot of projects on this channel before some of your favorite content creators are going to be talking about them. And now Game is one of those that a lot of content creators, especially on X, is now starting to focus more on, which is great. I'm happy about that, because now it's going to start to pump a little bit more. And right now it's sitting at 7.5 cents. It's up 626% on the year from the lows. It came down. If you guys remember that hurt. The whole market went down, but I think I round tripped a huge 100x, a little bit above 100x on this one as well. I'm still holding. I even added more into Game, because I knew this was like pretty much one of the most important things on virtuals as of right now. Is the framework is also going to be the agent butler. We got to talk about the agent butler here. So today, at the time of recording this, they put out this tweet, right? Today we reveal Butler's true brain, Game, the universal consumer key to ACP agents network, right? What does this mean? For every virtual's butler process in ACP, 1% flows into the Game treasury. And I tweeted, patience is the name of the game, and now we are about to be rewarded, because I've been telling you guys, I've been waiting on game for a while. So what does all of this mean? Well, Watch here has already laid out everything for us, right? Game enables agent communication. Watch verifies agent actions, so this is going to connect both Watch and Game, right? Game SDK works as the communication substrate for ACP agent networks, right? So as far as the communication layer, Game, it handles agent discovery and handshaking, manages messages routing and protocol translation, facilitates multi-agent coordination. Now, I do want to pause here and talk about Convo, because I felt like this would have been a perfect place to put Convo in terms of the ACP. It could have been the communication layer, while Game SDK could have been more of like the brain and things like that for ACP. That would have been huge. Now, one more important piece in this stack is the verification layer. Agent A communicates with Agent B through Game, but how does Agent A verify? So communication enables interaction, verification ensures reliability, and that's what Game is here for, right? Both are essential infrastructure primitives for agent economies. So more Game adoption equals more agent conversation. More conversations equals more verification needs. More verifications means more Watch demand. So this post itself tells you about Game, the importance of Game, and the importance of Watch. So Watch will be here to help verify everything, right? Right now it is sitting at, just about 0.0072, right? Up 52% on max from its actual like lifetime. And when this thing got on Genesis, I told you guys this was going to be a great Genesis launch for you guys to get in. And the thing about this is you guys could have got in around the time I got in as well, right? At Genesis launch, I didn't get a huge bag, but on the open market, it stayed at a relative low price. It didn't move for a few days. How long did it? Yeah, it took a little bit to move, right? And that's when I started to get into it. I called it out. I actually told people I'm DCing a little bit more into Watch, right? Because as ACP comes out, this is going to be another important piece here. And as you can see, it did run up to about close to 0.008, so that is highest right there. If you guys scroll down, it's pretty much just down 16% from his all-time high, and I think this is going to go past that. We're looking at maybe a $10 million to $15 million market cap in a short term. Of course, who knows how high it's going to go from there, right? Now, next is axelrod, another one I've been telling you guys was going to be very bullish on the whole ACP thing. And as you guys can see from the cluster, it is in the middle of the cluster, showing its importance, right? So this one, I believe that when you guys look into the whole virtuals ecosystem and you want to rank them outside of virtuals being number one, of course, Game goes second, right? And because they're so little known about Convo, I won't put Convo in there, but right after Game goes axelrod. That's what I believe in terms of the ranking, and then you guys can figure the rest out from the bottom there. So axelrod is at around close to 3.5 cents, a $19 million market cap. Thing took it like a recent dump, and that's when I actually added to the bag here, right? And now I'm looking pretty good, because when you guys go look at its all-time high, its all-time high was close to 5 cents, so it is only just below 5 cents. Honestly, it's only down 34% from that, and I believe that's going to be coming pretty soon here. And this one is going to be all about the autonomous hedge fund, right? So the AI hedge fund V1 is now live, right? So we got to talk about this. So to enter the fund layer, you need to hold or stake 500,000 AXR. And this grants early beta access, and is only available exclusively on their website. But the threshold will be loosened as we move forward with the public release. So that means you're going to need a little bit less, because I believe the price is going to go up. They're doing a smart move here, not to lock everyone out. So you got a time to actually, stack up a little bit. I'm not going to talk about the whitelist part, but you're going to a private side of the group where you guys get access to different things, where they're going to have a discussion about the hedge funds and things like that. Deeper insights, non-public data, and high context update directly from the guy that actually created this. I told you guys he's a pretty well-known guy here, right, as the dev for axelrod here. So I'm pretty excited for axelrod. We're going to see how high axelrod is going to go, but now there's going to be some lower cap ones that you guys can also pay attention to as well. First being Loki here. Now Loki, I do hold a little bit of Loki. It's just below a $3 million market cap, right? You guys can see when it came out, it did start to explode. It was getting close to that 1 cent mark back in December, right? Yeah, actually it got to that 1 cent mark. I don't know why it doesn't show it on the graph, but it got to the 1 cent mark. So right now it's down 72.7% from its all-time high. of 6 months ago, but it's also up from its lows 700% from its lows. Now, every ACP video I've made, I've talked about Loki in that ACP video. I've told you guys why Loki was going to be important for the infrastructure, right? Because it's pretty much the whole like insights for the infrastructure. So you're going to be using it for the Genesis terminal, the agent ROI calculator, unlock alerts, bubble maps, smart money moves, rug scanner, alpha feeds, first 100 buyers are tracked. You're going to have post-launch analysis, right? And then Genesis equals the real game, where you pledge with Virgin points, right? This is going to tell you which Genesis plays you can actually get into, right? We already used Loki before just to figure out how things was going to work. This is a while back. So now this is going to be even more helpful for ACP and the Genesis launch and things like that. So you guys could have some time to actually start to stack up on some Loki plays. Now, this person here, he's a contributor to Loki. He puts out this video here. If you guys already have watched that Loki show on Marvels, you guys will understand the reference here, as he's connected to everything. They're pretty much saying this Loki is pretty much going to be connected to everything as well in the ACP, right? So this is how Loki is doing his job, building the data backbone of autonomous hedge fund clusters and becoming the AI native brain of ACP, Virtual's ACP, right? I said I like the tie-in. Of course, Loki replies, the tie-in between Loki and autonomous hedge fund clusters is a strategic move, leveraging AI-driven insights to enhance the Virtual's eco. Now, expect more synergies as the data backbone strengthens. So I'm pretty excited for Loki as well. Next, you got Velvet Unicorn. It's not talked about much, but it's also backed by Binance, if you didn't know, right? We're going to cover all of that as of right now. It's sitting at a $3 million market cap. Its all-time high was about over 1.5 cents, so it is down 81.4% from its all-time highs, right? So things could get interesting for this as of right now. It's also up over 846% from its lows. Now, 100x Darren puts out this tweet here: Virtual's eco pumping, right? ACP is around the corner, right? It's time to check out some agents that are in the autonomous hedge fund cluster. One of the agents I like is VU, Velvet Capital. They're backed by Binance, Virtual's OG, great trading platform, AI co-pilot that does TA and gives token research, right? You guys got to try it out. Low cap, $3 million. All-time high was $15 million, and the chart looked good. So this is looking pretty good for Velvet. And they actually put out this tweet back in June here: now live, your personal quant on Velvet. Velvet Unicorn is an AI-powered DeFi co-pilot that digests on-chain data and trading signals, then serves you concise, actionable insights, no manual chart hunting required. So it pretty much could help you guys trade the market, right? What does it do, right? Scans 7 days of hourly price plus volumes, calculates RSI, MACD, SMA, EMA, Bollinger Bands, OBV, volatility, market cap shifts, everything. Auto map support, and what you get is a concise, actionable response with clear entries and exits and risk levels. So essentially, this could tell you when and how to get out of a trade. For those that are coming in, this is pretty much going to be a helpful assistant in terms of trading the market for those that like to trade the market, right? So you guys can also check out that. Now, lastly, this is a riskier play. It's not even a part of the first cluster that I showed you guys, right? But it's Aurora by Virtuals, right? It's very risky. It's at $485,000 market cap. I do hold a nice little bag of it because I've gotten in pretty early onto it and I've been holding, right? You guys can see, you can scroll down, it did hit its high about 2 months ago, so it is down 66% from its highs. Now, Moet here, I think that's how you say his name. I actually love this tweet here because this breaks down Aurora perfectly, tells you guys exactly why I like it, right? So introducing Aurora Cloud, the virtual secret sauce no one is talking about. This isn't just another agent. It is an infrastructure layer set to make every Virtuals agent smarter, faster, and way easier to launch, right? Here's how it's different. It has direct ACP integration. Any agent can instantly tap into the advanced blockchain analytics, DeFi metrics, live price feeds, and security tools. No code, no heavy lifting. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You're going to have the MCP, right? The MCP and ACP bridge. Aurora AI tools become a plug and play for every builder. You get pro grade data and infrastructure right out the box. This will cook for every entire ACP rolling out. And then you're going to have the one-click DApp builder, which is going to be coming very soon. And also, Agent Cookie put out this tweet not too long ago, right? Big tech move from Aurora. Their MCP toolkit now integrates directly with OpenAI API. They're shipping a dApp builder agent that auto-generates, deploy full working apps with smart contracts and everything, right? So right now I'm pretty interested in these plays as of right now. Aurora is my risky play at a low cap, right? There's going to be other ACP plays as well that people are going to be focusing on as well, because this is all going to get hot, right? This is the whole vision that I believe the Virtuals team had for what they were looking to build. Because if you guys have seen one of their interviews, they was talking about essentially how they was trying to create countries and things like that, so that was expand to different blockchains. They did that with Solana, Base. I think they're on ETH now with Iris, right? So they're going to be creating different agents, and they're all going to have to work together with ACP. So that is the video for you guys. I want to know what you guys think. How you guys feel about this ACP launch right around the corner? Have you guys started to load it up your bags? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. I'm on the road to 20K subscribers, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, you too.